As you know, we are discussing the story of the Mahabharata. And if you want to start from the beginning, check the last few episodes and you'll get an idea where we are so far. So let's come back to the story and talk about an important character. He's called Karna. So you remember, just like Kunti, she gave birth to Yudhishthira, Bhim and Arjuna by summoning 3 different gods. She had also done the same previously. Previously, I mean before her marriage to Pandu. So that illegitimate child was called Karna. He was the son of sun god. And he was abandoned since there was no father, and then he was later raised by a low caste family. And because of his circumstances, he could not get really good education. But still, because he was the son of sun god, he was an extraordinary warrior. And when he grew up, his parents realized, the parents who were doing his upbringing, they realized that he is a special child. And they allowed him to go for his own adventures, and soon enough he became Duryodhana's, who was the main of the Kaurava brothers. So he became a friend of Duryodhana, and that way he had some access to the royal life. And of course, that the fact that he was Kunti's son, that still remained a secret. Now, coming back to the original story, we know what was going on there. Pandavas were ruling the kingdom of Indraprastha. That was really a small part of the larger kingdom of Hastinapura. And Duryodhana, he had still not made peace with the fact that Pandavas were now back, and at some point they could also claim their right to the entire kingdom because their father Pandu was the actual king. At this point, an important episode in the tale of Mahabharata occurs. Duryodhana, along with his uncle Shakuni, who is also an important character here, they invite Yudhishthira and his brothers to play the game of dice. These 2 Kauravas, they knew that Shakuni was really clever at this game, and they thought that they could trick the Pandavas and win all their wealth and resources through the gambling. So everything goes according to the plan. They start winning the games, and Yudhishthira tries to put all his money, his resources, his jewels, and he ends up losing everything, his kingdom even. And when he has lost everything, they still offer him a chance. They say, you still have your family, your wife. You can put them on the bet, and let's say if you win now, you're going to get back all what you have lost. So Yudhishthira, he gets greedy and he takes the chance. Once again, he loses everything. Now he, along with his wife, his brothers, they are being reduced to mere slaves of Kauravas. At this point, Duryodhana asks his men to bring Draupadi in the hall, because she is also his slave now. And that's the main episode here. Draupadi is being brought to the hall, and she's literally being dragged there, and it's time to dishonor the woman. They start to take off her clothes. However, at this point something magical happens. I've told you before that Mahabharata is a story of magic, fantasy, wonders. So here's what happens. As she is being undressed, Draupadi starts praying to Lord Krishna, who by the way is also an important character in Mahabharata. And as it happens, the clothes never come off. The person keeps undressing her, and then it's never enough. She still remains covered. So they let it go, and finally it is decided that Pandavas, now that they have lost everything, they can just pack their bags and leave the kingdom. In fact, they are supposed to go for a 13 years exile. And they would just roam in the forest. The worst part was, in the 13th year, they were supposed to stay secret. They cannot come out, they cannot be seen, they cannot meet anyone. If they are seen by anybody, and if anyone recognizes them in the 13th year, the exile period of 13 years would begin again. So this was what going to happen in the next 13 years. So what happens there, what happens in those 13 years, and after that, we'll get to know soon in the next episode.